Hello buddies, so in this video we are going to see about we are going to start a new playlist with the music player. So actually we are going to use some services to play the music. It's like we are going to take a list of musics and we are going to play that in our application. So those are the videos. So this is the UI. So already without time wasting I just made a UI for that one. So it is a dummy UI, so we didn't do any functionality, only Jetpack Compose UI is there. So this is the UI. So we are going to load the songs like this over here, and we are going to, while clicking the song, we are going to play the song over like this. Okay, single screen application. So with this using, so we are going to use content resolver to take all the datas of all the music list. It's like audios list, and once we take the audios list, we are going to list it, and we are going to use the foreground service to play the music. Okay, it's to assign the background task for the musics, and once it is done, we are going to use the broadcast receiver to exchange messages, data from foreground service to activity. Okay, so these are the things we are going to, these are the contents in this playlist we are going to. So it will be like we are going to go in a slow and steady manner. More, maybe it will be come around 3 to 4 videos like that. Okay, yeah, let's start into this. So before starting, let me show you the dependency we need. So we actually need this dependency. This is not for any other things, only for permissions things. So to get the permission in Jetpack Compose, we can use this dependency and we can easily access, check the permission is granted or not, and we can relaunch the permission screen using this permission. So that's why I am using this permission when we are using Jetpack Compose project. So you can also use it. It's very quite a handy one. And we are going to use this Kotlin parcelizer. Okay, so we are going to use this one to send the data, parcelable data from in the intent. Okay, in the bundle manner. Okay, so that's why we are going to use this one. So okay, so now this is the main screen. In the activity we are going to call the main screen. So this one will come over here. Okay, music list screen. Okay, so this is the music list screen from in main activity. So we don't need edge to enable edge to edge one. Okay, for it's nothing like that. Okay, so we are going to use this one. So first what I'm going to do, we will add the permissions which we want actually. Okay, we will add the permissions which we want to get read the files. Okay, so for user permissions we need to have read external storage. Okay, and this will be like max SDK. Okay, so this is like max SDK of 32. Okay, because after 32 we have a different permissions. Okay, user permissions, read, media, audios. Okay, so this permissions we will use after 32. This permission we are going to use before 32. So we need both things. Based on the APK version we are going to get the permissions. Okay, so this is the new thing. Then other things also, we will get all the permissions for this whole application. Okay, user permissions, and we need post notification, because foreground service we need to show the notification to the users. So we are going to use that, and we need to ask foreground service permission. Okay, foreground service permission. So these are the 4 permissions we are going to get from the user. So I just added the permissions in the manifest file. So I'll just create one what is that, application class actually. So we can create one music application as a class. So I'm just adding it, application. Okay, on create, just take some random default. Okay, default functions. Okay, on terminate memory. Okay, so these are the 4 things, and I'm going to add this one in the name as .toZone. Okay, now it is done. So we are going just, this is done, so this is fine. So now I'm going to add a view model. We'll just create a view model, and we will start getting the music list into. So actually in last video, not last video, so we have already to load the audios from this one. We have that one, but this is coming with the playlist. I'm just going, we'll just run out shortly using this one. Okay, music view model. Okay, so once the view model is created, Okay, once the view model is created, yeah, view model. Okay, here for reading this one we need to private where content resolver. So actually content resolver needs context, so we can get this one only in activity. So we can use this one directly in activity, but I want to handle this one in my music view model, so I am getting this one as a setter. Okay, so I'm going to get this one as a setter function set resolver. Okay, so using the inside this resolver content resolver, this dot content resolver is equal to content resolver. Okay, so now once this content resolver is done, so using this one we are going to load all the things. Okay, so I'm just going to create, we will just create a function for function load file. Let's see, load file. So we have this one view model scope dot launch. Okay, so this should be dispatches.io, or we can do default also. Okay, dispatches.default. So using this where projection, so projection, I'm going to create a projection array of, so projection is like what are the things we want to take, we are going to take from the audio files. Okay, so audio store media store dot audio dot media dot id. Okay, first we are going to take id, then we are going to take display name, then we are going to take duration, then we are going to take, what is that, data. So data is the file path of the audio. Okay, so then if we want, we can take, if we want this music. Okay, okay, that's fine, we will go with this one, that is good. Okay, so this is the 4 things we are going to take. So once it is done, I'm going to create one selection, so it is like a filter. It is like a filter. We have to add it through here. What is the filter is? Okay, media store dot audio dot media dot is music not equal to 0. So okay, so not equal to 0 means it needs to be a music. Well, sort order is equal to, so we are going to create a sort order media store dot audio dot media dot date added. Okay, date added, so added date, it is like a, from the newest one we are going to take it. Okay, descending order. Okay, so these things are done. So now we are going to pass this one inside a content resolver. Content resolver let. Okay, okay, content resolver, that is one. So here we are going to create a cursor. Okay, cursor is equal to cursor dot query, so it is like a query, we are going to query media store dot audio dot media external content URL. Okay, so external content URL, so this is the query we are going to it's like a SQL query, we are going to query, then projection, then selection, then this parameter is null. Okay, cancellation signal. Okay, signal and sort. Okay, sort order, everything we passed. So once we passed everything, we are going to use ICS musics, so something like that. Okay, mutable list of, so actually we are going to create one state. Okay, create one model, so I'm just going to create one package model. So inside this model we'll just create one data class. Okay, that is music data. Okay, so here we are going to create what is that, id. Okay, then where Well, id, after id we take name. Okay, name, duration, then file path. Okay, so these are the things we are going to take it from here. Let me confirm. So actually we need to confirm this as, what is that? Yeah, so we need to confirm this one is a long and this one is okay. So we need to confirm this is a long and this is also long and other two are string. So let me do everything a null, so it will be easy for validations. Okay, null. Okay, so now it is done. So we have to add the parser. So not this one. So we'll just annotate. So we added the dependency, right there, the parcelable dependency, that PA parcelizer, and here parcelable. Okay, so these are the things. So once we have this one, we can send this class, data class, directly as a, what is that, directly as a intent bundle. Okay, so that's why we are using this one. So once we have this message data in the load file, actually where is that view model here, music data. Okay, so in the music data we'll create this, and we are going to cursor dot use, we are going to use the cursor. Well, id column is equal to it dot get column index or throw error, media store dot audio dot media dot this id. Okay, so same thing, we are going to use the same thing for 4 times, name, duration, then this one is path. Okay, so here same thing, name. Okay, here duration, here it is, what is that, file data. Okay, data. Okay, so these 4 things we took the this one. Now we are going to create a while loop. So in the while loop we are going to iterate this cursor dot move to next. Based on the cursor we are going to add this one. It's like id is equal to it dot get long. So I'm going to add this column name. So actually that is a column name, first column name, second column name, like that. Okay, name, duration, path. Okay, so now get string. Okay, string, this will be duration, get string. Okay, so this will be id name column, duration column, path column. Okay, so once we done this one, we are going to add in the musics dot add. Okay, music data, so id name, duration, then path. Okay, so we added the music in the list one. So once we added the music, so this cursor is done. Okay, so we have to send this one in a UI, and once we run that one, the UI will reflect the list. Okay, so for that we want to create one state flow for this music. Okay, so I'm just going to create one state flow, private val underscore music state music list. Okay, music list is equal to state of mutable state flow, sorry, not mutable state flow only. Music data. Okay, sorry, not like this, like this. Okay, right. So here, well, music list is equal to so actually we don't want to add over here. We will create one state actually, state and event. Okay, so I'm just going to create music state, that is state and event. Okay, so I'm going to create the event. Okay, so event should be sealed not class interface. Okay, sealed interface, and state should be class only but data class. Okay, so in this data class we are going to create music list. Music list is equal to mutable list of music data. Okay, what happened here? Mutable list of mutable list of. Okay, so this is one of the thing. So here we are going to add that same thing. Music state. Okay, so here we are going to add the music state and state flow of music state is equal to underscore music directly. Okay, so now it is done. So we are going to use this one in the UI and we are going to make it work, right? So I close this to right. Okay, so now we are going to use this mutable list in here. List dot value is equal to underscore mutable list dot value dot copy music list is equal to music. Okay, so now it will reflect in the UI directly. So what I'm going to do, we are going to first we are going to go to the activities. Okay, main activity. Okay, so in the main activity we are going to call the function. It's not a function. We are going to add the view model. Okay, well, music view model by view models. Okay, music view model. Okay, so now we initialize the view model actually. So when it is, this is the view model, we are going to send the view model inside the class. Okay, add parameters. So I'm just added and the parameter is added in the view model. Okay, so yeah, done. Now inside view model I'm going to take var view model by music view model dot sorry. So instead of view model, musiclist music list dot music list dot collects a state with life cycle. Okay, collects a state with life cycle means it will collect based on the life cycle. Okay, music list. So here I'm going to use the music list dot what happened? Okay, music list dot mutable music list dot size. So inside this one we can use val item. Okay, music is equal to, so here index, right? Index will come over there. So based on the index I'm going to take, okay, index. Okay, so using this music, we are going to show the music title name. Okay, what happened? Okay, name, then what is this horizontal divider? Okay, so actually this is a name and this is a duration. So for getting the duration will come in a long, it is like a time frame, it will come. Okay, so it won't come like direct exact seconds, minutes, so it will come like a time. So what is this, where it is coming as a error? Let me figure it out. Okay, so we don't want to file RAM right now. Okay, so now what it will happen, so we don't have a duration, so duration will come as a time frame. Okay, so what it will do, we need to have one util function. Where is that? I'll just create util file. So inside util file we are going to create an object. Okay, so inside here I'm going to create fun duration. Okay, so in the duration we are going to get long as a parameter and we are going to return string. Okay, so inside this one we are going to convert the long num to the countable this one. Okay, it's like 00, that format one. Okay, so first we will take hours. Okay, hours time units dot time units actually time units dot milliseconds dot 2 hours. Okay, milliseconds second కాదు, where is it? Is different one. What? Let me check import. Okay, it's okay, concurrent milliseconds dot 2 hours. Okay, 2 hours we are going to milli. Okay, so now we will get the hours as same like we are going to take minutes is equal to same time unit milliseconds dot minutes and minus same time unit milliseconds. This is 2 minutes. Okay, so from the minutes we are going to remove hours 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so this is like from the seconds 2 minutes we will convert, and from the hours 2 minutes. After hours it's some minutes, means we need to reduce from this one, so we are going to reduce that. Okay, so same thing seconds. So in the seconds milliseconds dot 2 seconds. Okay, after 2 seconds here we are going to use the minus, it's minutes dot 2 seconds. Then we are going to use this timestamp dot milliseconds dot 2 minutes, that one inside over here. Okay, okay, so this one we are going to use once it is done here instead of this hours. Okay, yeah, so well formatted duration string dot format. Okay, not local, this local a dot English. So here we need that is to colon format, right? So for that format to 0 2d. So this is a thing which I'm having, so I'll just copy and paste it. So that is a redux, it's kind of redux. Okay, so this is the redux. So from this hours minutes seconds. Okay, so it will come and then return formatted duration. Okay, so now we have the calculated duration, so I'm going to add this one in here. Okay, util dot calculated duration music dot duration. Okay, 0L. Okay, so this is fine. So actually in this name also what it will come, the end of the thing is that mp3, so those formats will come. So we need to remove that format also. So for that also we need to create one function. Okay, func, okay, truncate name. Okay, truncate name. So here name string. Okay, so truncate name string where name. Okay, here if name dot ends with, okay, dot not dot mp3. So you can add dot also, you can add dot also if you don't want to. I'm just simplifying this one. mp3 means truncate name is equal to name dot substring. Okay, from the substring start index is equal to 0 and the end index is name dot length minus 4. Okay, with the 0 it is like we have to minus the 4. Okay, then return truncate. Okay, so now it is fine, string. Okay, so now we are going to use the same thing over here, util dot truncate name. Okay, fine. So now if we are running this one, we will get the list of audios, and we need to ask the permission. Actually we forgot to ask the permission before it is launched, right? So we need to ask the permission in this screen. Okay, so for that I'm just going to take the permission over here. Okay, where permission, what are the permissions we need? Android dot manifest dot permission dot read external storage. Okay, so this is the basic permission. So based on that we are going to build dot version dot sdk init greater than or equal to same build dot version dot, not this one. Okay, where is it? Version code dot, okay, yeah, Teramasu. So if it is greater than Teramasu, permission name will change to read media audio, else. So the same thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so I'm going to launch this permission. Okay, so first what we'll do, well, media permission state, remember permission state. Okay, so in the permission we are going to give the permission. So we have one more parameter also. So the parameter, it will have the access to the parameter. Okay, so it is a experimental API. I'm just adding the experimental API. So if it is done, so we need to do something else. Okay, so this is fine. So once it is done, we need to launch the permission whenever the user came directly inside here. Okay, so once the user coming inside, we need to launch the permission. We need to check that one it's there or not, and then we need to launch the permission immediately. So for that, the permission media permission dot status dot is granted. So if it is granted, this list we are going to show, otherwise we are going to show another one layout which will launch the permission thing. Okay, so same column. So I forgot to add this one. Okay, text. Okay, in this text I'm going to permission is needed to process the application. Okay, so then button. Okay, inside this button we are going to add media permission dot launch permission request. So this button text should be, okay, permission, request permission. Okay, so this is the thing. So when if I am running it, we will run and see. So mostly everything is done. So let's run and check once. Yeah, our application runs actually. So if you can see here, it is done. So permission is already there actually, so it is done. So the thing we didn't have any music is we didn't load the actual file actually. So in the view model, if you can see it over here, we just created the function, but we didn't call the function from here. So for calling the function, so once the permission is granted, I'm just going to use the launch method. So just is true. So here view model music view model dot load file. Okay, so this is the load file. We are going to directly load from here. Okay, so now I am going to run it again. Still it's running, but still it is not showing. So let's figure out the issue actually. So the issue, I am thinking like this one. Yeah, this is the issue mostly. So we need to pause after this content is setted. So view model, not this one, music view model dot set content resolver. So we can pass the content resolver directly from here. Okay, so now I am running again. So this time you can see I have a nearly 5 to 10 songs in my mobile. It's like emulator, so you can see the songs. Okay, so these are the song names and the converted duration. Okay, so this is the converted duration. It will convert and it is showing. Okay, so these are the things you can see in this one. Let's see how to play this one in a foreground service and how to make these next actions, all those things in upcoming next video. Okay, yeah, thank you.